by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Commanders on Sunday night.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he returns this to the 22. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The full start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
Murray over the middle, complete. That's Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Murray now. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Russell. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On 1st down, Russell. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Russell. He will find Winslow on the left side, complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
On 4th down, Russell. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. This will be caught just inside the 10. From the 5, 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Looking to throw on second down. Russell. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Looking to throw. Russell. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From a yard out. And the Commanders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Russell. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
That's a nice throw there. He's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 45 yards. And the Commanders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, Murray. For Marshall, that's complete. (21-0) our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Groves, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 44, Murray. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Got a man, it's Brown. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those, but 3rd down coming up. Throwing again, Murray. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort. I don't know if it's technique. But they'll have to work on that in practice.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Russell. And that is caught. It's Winslow. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Off play action. Russell. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Russell. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together to watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And his kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. On 2nd down now, Groves, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. On 2nd down and 4, Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. On 1st and 10, Russell, and it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Off the play fake, Russell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on 1st down. Russell, he finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route, and the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat, and then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Point after here coming up. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense is going to take over late in this first half. Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Murray now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. And number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and they will remain well behind.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for Washington, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. To throw on second down. Russell over the middle. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. Looking to throw on second down. Russell. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Jennings. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Murray now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On 3rd down, Groves. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Here's Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Floyd. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Floyd. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Well, Charles, you look at this offense, they're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, the #1 seed, I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
Looking to throw on second down. Floyd toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Right back to him on first down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Floyd.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Throwing now is Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Brown. From the 44, Murray. Finding a safety valve here. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, get to be towards the sideline, it saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think they should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Murray now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burnett.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Murray's
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
and it's Washington that scoops it up.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
70 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On second down, Mayberry.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. They'll try to run this one in.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Commanders are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Butler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Man open left side is Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Murray now on 1st down.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now Murray again. Over the middle here to Brown. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray got an open man. It's Burnett. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Throwing again on second down. Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Able to connect with Dotson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. Going right back to Dotson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second down at 5. To throw, it's Murray. This one caught over the middle by Burnett. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Murray going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second and goal from inside the 5. Murray to air it out again. The quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Here's Murray. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. No problem there on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Washington moving on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.